Hello, I'm doing a foundation review on a couple of drugstore and high-end foundations that I have. And yeah, so let's begin. Let me start off with the very first foundation that I bought while I was starting to, learn how to put on makeup. And that foundation is um, CoverGirl True Blend. So I have on my phone what I'm supposed to say for the review. So I'm just gonna take a peek, and I'll let you know the details about this foundation. So this is CoverGirl True Blend, and I am in the shade 420. So it has medium coverage, I would say, and the finish is very natural looking actually. It looks as if you don't have a bunch of products on your face. It doesn't look too heavy. It doesn't clog your pores and everything. So I wouldn't really recommend this foundation if you have oily skin like I do. It comes off as I said, really natural, and for girls with oily skin such as myself, and the fact that I'm living in a very humid climate, I would say that yeah, it's too light on your skin. Doesn't really provide, at least for me, not much coverage, and makes you shiny. And you should, if you have oily skin, the best thing to do is to keep your face matte. So yeah, but if you do have nice skin, even dry skin would look good with this. So apply it with a sponge. For me, that would be the best for this foundation, especially if it's a bit damp. Yeah. Second foundation that I will be discussing would be, okay, I'll go through the drugstore foundations first, and then the high end. So the second foundation I'll be reviewing, which is a drugstore brand, is my personal favorite, like the best of all time for me, which is the Revlon Color Stay. This is for um, combination oily skin, and I'm in the shade 200 nude. Um, this is, I can't even begin to explain how amazing this is. It's full coverage, definitely full coverage. It's also matte finish, which is the perfect, combination for me. Full coverage and matte, for a girl like me who has not only oily skin but bad skin. So I really have a lot of blemishes and everything. And this works well with me. This is the third bottle I've gone through, and to think I've only been introduced to this probably a year ago. Yeah, around yeah, actually, yeah, probably, yeah, a year ago. And I've gone through 3 bottles. I use this on my clients, and of course on myself on a daily basis. This is a product I cannot go a day without, and it says 24 hours. Not really 24 hours, I'd say. Who would want to wear their makeup for 24 hours, right? I mean, you have to wash your face. But it goes on for a really long time, as long as you also set it. So, and the fact that as I said earlier, it's matte and full coverage, it tends to become cakey. So what's your solution to that? This is my baby, the Max Fix Plus. So you just spritz it on your face, and instantly it makes the look a little bit dewy, but doesn't change the quality of the makeup you've put on. So that's it for my Revlon for the 2 drugstore foundations I'll be reviewing. Now we're going to the high-end foundations. I'll start off with my NARS Sheer Matte Foundation. So it says Shake Well. Okay. And it comes in this packaging. So no spout, which is really hard for me since this is really thick. The consistency of the product is really thick, which is hard if you try to, put it on your hand. You tend to get chunks of the product that you really don't need to be using, and I wouldn't want to dip my finger in it either, which is really unsanitary. So yeah, it would have worked better if they had put a pump, but they do sell pumps for 375 pesos if I'm not mistaken, and I am in the shade Fiji. So some of you would be wondering why I didn't pick up the Sheer Glow foundation, which is what NARS is really famous for. And it's because I don't need to glow. Like, the oil from my skin will do that for me. And yeah, basically that's why I got the sheer matte. So let's see the notes I have. It says that the sheer matte foundation from NARS is a soft matte finish foundation with sheer buildable coverage. That's why it's sheer matte. So the finish is matte, but not to the point that it looks really drying. And the coverage is buildable. So, you can, go from, if you're not having a really bad skin day, you could just put on like a thin layer, and if you want to build it, put on a thicker layer. And yeah, I suggest for any kind of foundation to set it with your Fix Plus. This is a lifesaver, and this thing is not too expensive for this large bottle. I think, how many liters? 100 ml. This was, I think, 750 or 850. I'm not quite sure. It's just less than 1,000, and it saved me on so many days when my skin looks really dry and tired. Just spritz it on, and it makes your face look more flawless. For the next foundation I'll be reviewing, it is the Clinique Even Better. So I am in the shade Rose Beige, which is the wrong shade yet again for me. This is my mom's, and unfortunately it was the wrong shade on her. And since I'm darker than her, she was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna give this to you because I think it's your shade." And my mom has a pink undertone, but I have a yellow undertone. So this has a pink undertone. It works, okay with me. I mean, what's wrong with this isn't the product. Mostly it's just the shade for me. Other than that, I really like this product. It is full coverage. Let me see my notes. What it says is, okay, medium coverage. Not really medium. This goes full coverage on me. And it has a sheer finish, a dewy finish. So it's actually really good for people who would have a combination of skin that would be, let's say, you have bad acne, but your skin is dry, full coverage, but then sheer finish. So it's gonna make you look flawless. And as I said again, set it with your Fix Plus. So this is a good product also. One of the best foundations I've ever tried. I just really need to get it in the right shade. So for my next product, I'll be MAC Pro Longwear with SPF 10. And I really like products with SPF, especially for daytime. Provides protection for your skin. I actually used to use Studio Fix until I broke the glass. Until I actually broke the product in 2 days of buying the product. So yeah, I used it for a short time, but the Studio Fix is really, really, really good for oily skin. The Pro Longwear is also, as it says, Pro Longwear, so you can wear it for a long time. And what have I put under it? It provides sheer to medium coverage. Coverage-wise, you're not gonna get much out of this. With a moisturizing finish. So yeah, that's what this provides. I just really like it for the longevity of the product. My tendency with this product is that I keep on building it, so I end up wasting a lot of product on this one, but it's really good. Although I would recommend Studio Fix probably. which leads me to my next foundation product, the only non-liquid foundation I have, which is the MAC Studio Fix in NC25, as well as my other one. Look at this. Okay. So basically, this product is full coverage powder foundation. I haven't seen anything quite like it. Provides really great coverage, except for the fact that it's powder and it's really drying on the skin. So I would suggest you put on moisturizer before putting this on, and then really put your Fix Plus after. It will make a hell of a difference, because if this would just be it, your face would look so flaky. Even me with the oily skin I have, it looks really flaky without my Fix Plus. But coverage wise, this is amazing. If you do not want to look too matte like this would do, I would suggest you get the Studio Fix liquid foundation from MAC. And don't just pick out whatever you think is your shade. Ask the help of a MAC personnel there. Ask them what shade would work best for you. Don't just wing it. Okay, so for the last foundation that I will be discussing, it is the Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow from Benefit. So Benefit has been one of my favorite brands, cosmetic brands lately. I enjoyed their High Beam. I also enjoy their what other products? Their blushes are pretty good. Their mascara is also good. What else? And they have a lot of great products. And I heard that the brow set from Benefit is good as well. So for this Hello Flawless, let's see. The Hello Flawless is it's sheer finish with medium coverage. So it's actually really, really hydrating to the skin. It's one of those foundations that make your skin feel fresh and like you came out of the shower. This is a good one. Except that, not really for me, since I have oily skin, as I've said again and again and again. This would work best with girls who have dry to normal skin. Yeah. And also, you would have to set this with powder. They also have a Hello Flawless powder, which is pretty good, I've heard. I think they're, pinning it against the MAC Studio Fix. But yeah, I would suggest you really set this with their powder. But it's a good one. I use this on my clients. I don't know why I put quotation marks on clients. But yeah, the people I do makeup on. Yeah, I really like using this on them. I don't like them feeling that their makeup is too heavy. Medium coverage is good enough, although I would really prefer full coverage for any time of the day and for any event. So yeah, pretty much that's it. That's my whole foundation routine, whatever. Sorry, not foundation routine, my foundation review. Those are just the foundation products that I have. I am not an expert, definitely not. Everything I've said on this video is based on experience. Just the finishes and the coverages are what I researched on, but other than that, everything was just based on my experience. If there is a product here that you really want to try that I've said something negative about, I still suggest that you get that product and try it on. So yeah, that's it for my review. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, please comment on this video. If not on this video, on my blog, or tweet me. And I would be more than glad to answer all your questions and whatever else you have for me. Alright, thank you so much, and I will post another video soon on other makeup products. So, thanks and bye.